Gospel, Matthew 21 verses 33 to 43, 45 to 46. Jesus said to the chief priests and the elders of the people, "Hear another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard, put a hedge around it, dug a wine press in it, and built a tower. Then he leased it to tenants and went on a journey. When vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the tenants to obtain his produce. But the tenants seized the servants, and one they beat, another they killed, and a third they stoned. Again he sent other servants, more numerous than the first ones, but they treated them in the same way. Finally, he sent his son to them, thinking, 'They will respect my son.' But when the tenants saw the son, they said to one another, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and acquire his inheritance.' They seized him, threw him out of the vineyard, and killed him. What will the owner of the vineyard do to those tenants when he comes?" They answered him, "He will put those wretched men to a wretched death, and lease his vineyard to other tenants, who will give him the produce at the proper times." Jesus said to them, "Did you never read in the Scriptures, 'The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone, by the Lord has this been done, and it is wonderful in our eyes'? Therefore, I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken away from you, and given to a people that will produce its fruit." When the chief priests and the Pharisees heard his parables, they knew that he was speaking about them, and although they were attempting to arrest him, they feared the crowds, for they regarded him as a prophet. Gospel reflection, Gospel of Matthew 21 verses 33 to 43, 45 to 46. In this parable, Jesus speaks about a vineyard carefully prepared by a landowner and entrusted to tenants. The owner represents God, the vineyard represents his kingdom, and the tenants symbolize those entrusted with God's people. Instead of giving the fruits of the vineyard, the tenants reject the servants and even kill the son. Through this story, Jesus reveals the tragedy of rejecting God's messengers and ultimately rejecting his son. Yet the message is also a call to conversion. God entrusts each of us with gifts, responsibilities, and opportunities to bear fruit: love, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. The warning in the gospel is clear: the kingdom of God is not about privilege but about fruitfulness. Being part of God's people means living the gospel in our daily lives.